Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to session on important locations that were into the Hindu newspaper in last 1 year. Guys, this session is extremely important for UPSC Prelims 2020. Now, guys, this is the part 3 of the series. Part 1 and 2 of Indian mapping and entire series on the world locations have already been covered. The links are provided into the description. You can check it out from there. Now, guys, let's begin with today's entries. Friends, Mukurthi National Park in Tamil Nadu was in the news. Why? Because recently a fire line or fire wall has been established at the Mukurthi National Park by the Forest Department. Guys, the fire wall or fire lines are established to prevent the occurrences of forest fire. Now, just assume there is a single stretch of fire forest, and if a fire will be started into this region, the fire will spread into the entire region. However, if we establish a kind of a break, and this break could be natural or could be man-made. Natural could be like river, it could be a lake, it could be some canyon or gorge. So the fire will not extend to this particular region. However, if natural fire line is not there, then artificial fire lines are made and it is simply a break into the vegetation. Guys, at many a places, roads or the highways are also established as a fire line. Now, particularly after the fires of Australia and the repeated fires into the Amazon basin, the forest department is very much concerned of this particular phenomena. Now, guys, if we talk more about the Mukurthi National Park, it is also called as Nilgiri National Park earlier because of the Nilgiri Thar which is found here. Now, guys, Mukurthi National Park is also the part of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. And friends, Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve is India's first international biosphere reserve. And more thing, the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve is the part of the Western Ghats, and Western Ghat is the part of a World Heritage Site. So please keep into your mind that the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve is also the UNESCO World Heritage Site because it lies in that region of Western Ghats which have been given the World Heritage Site status. So guys, Mukurthi National Park is located where Kerala and Tamil Nadu are making border, so it is nearly on the border area. Now, guys, pay very much attention. This entire region into the South India is the hotspot of biodiversity. Now, we are tracing the protected areas from the south towards the north. So, please pay attention. First of all, we can find here there is a Silent Valley National Park. Above the Silent Valley National Park, there is Mukurthi National Park. Okay. Now, above the Mukurthi National Park, you can find Muddumulai Wildlife Sanctuary here. Then above Muddumalai, there is Bandipur, which is a national park as well as a tiger reserve. Then, guys, you will find on the western side there is Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary. Now, if we come to the north, you will find the Rajiv Gandhi National Park. So, guys, these all are the extremely important region with respect to the biodiversity. And all these six regions are also the part of Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. Guys, into the years, questions on north to south, east to west have been asked. So, please do remember this thing, very important for UPSC prelims. So, guys, now we'll move to the next entry. Now, friends, Pakka Malai Reserve Forest were into the news because here an extremely rare species of spider or tarantula has been found, which is called as a peacock parachute spider. Now, guys, this particular spider species is having a rare blue color due to which it is also called as peacock parachute spider. Now, it is rare, first of all, because the species has been described as critically endangered by the IUCN. Moreover, Pakkamalai Reserve Forest is also not the home of this particular species. Guys, this tarantula is limited to a very small pocket, that is the forest between the Nandyal and Gidalur. Both are in Andhra Pradesh. So, in between, there is a forest patch. There it is found. And, guys, this forest patch is the part of the Eastern Ghats. And this is the first time as it has been found beyond its habitat. Now, guys, these tarantulas are going towards the verge of extinction because their habitat have been lost due to deforestation and logging of wood. Guys, Pakka Malai was in news for one more reason also, because for the first time grizzled giant squirrel's nest have been found into the Pakka Malai. Guys, grizzled giant squirrel is an endangered species onto the IUCN's red list, and it is very rare to see its nest into the Pakka Malai. Now, guys, if we talk about the location of Pakka Malai, then it is located into one specific part of the Eastern Ghats, and here you can see that near there is a Puducherry. And if I show you onto the political map, then in this Villapuram, the reserve forests have been located. So, guys, this was about this. Now we'll move to the next entry. Now, guys, Udanti and Sitanti tiger reserves were into the news because what is happening? Government is relocating the wild water buffalo, also called as Asian buffalo or simply as wild buffalo, from the Manas National Park in Assam. Now, guys, this will be the longest translocation because it is happening from Assam to Chhattisgarh. So, never such long relocation has been occurred. And, guys, the wild buffaloes are again important because they are the state animal of the Chhattisgarh, and they have also been given the status of endangered on IUCN's red list. Guys, if we talk about the Udanti Sitanti, then earlier they were the separate wildlife sanctuaries, and in 2009 they were combined together and a Udanti Sitanti tiger reserve were formed. So, guys, this Udanti Sitanti is the most preferred location to relocate the Asiatic buffaloes. Now, guys, if we see on the map, then you can see that on the eastern side there is Udanti, and on little bit western side there is Sitanti. Now, guys, they derive their name from the river that is going through there. Udanti river flows from Udanti and Sitanti river flows from Sitanti. So, from the name rivers, their name has been derived. So, guys, this was all about this. Now, we'll move to the next entry. Now, guys, recently Pobitora Wildlife Sanctuary was in news because recently hatchlings or the young ones of the very rare black soft-shell turtle and Indian soft-shell turtle have been released into the Pobitora Wildlife Sanctuary. Guys, these rare black soft-shell turtles are extinct into the wild according to the IUCN Red List. Therefore, they are extremely rare. And when we talk about the Indian soft-shell turtle, they have been given the status of vulnerable on IUCN Red List. Moreover, guys, it was again into the news because if you remember, just into the last slide we had seen about the Asiatic water buffaloes. So here, Asiatic water buffaloes died due to anthrax. Therefore, it was again into the news. Now, guys, one interesting fact about the Pobitora Wildlife Sanctuary, it has the highest density of Indian rhinos into the world. Guys, please keep this thing very clearly. Kaziranga has the highest number, but highest density is into the Pobitora. And the density is so much that now Pobitora is not able to contain the number of rhinos which are there. So they are now being translocated. And guys, because of this overpopulation, government had brought the Indian Rhino Vision 2020, and as a part of it, rhinos are being translocated from Pobitora and they will be reintroduced to the Manas. So, guys, these are a lot of important information. Please keep it into your mind. And when we are talking about one horn rhino, it has been given the status of vulnerable onto the IUCN Red List. Now, guys, if we see the location of Pobitora, it is in Assam, but we will also see the nearby national parks and will arrange them from the west to east. So, guys, if we arrange them from west to east, first of all, you will find that there is the Manas National Park, then you will find there is a Pobitora, then you will find there is Orang, then you will find there is Kaziranga. And guys, if you will go more towards the eastern side, then Dibru Saikhowa, which is a national park in Assam, can also be seen. So this is the direction from west to east. Please note them down, very important for exam. And guys, one more thing, Pobitora is also an important location for the migratory birds and is located onto the southern bank of Brahmaputra river. So, guys, this was all about this. Now we'll move to the next entry. Now, guys, Sagar Island and Kalash Island are into the news. Guys, first of all, see the location of the islands about which we'll be talking now. We'll be talking about the Sagar Island, it is located here, and the Kalash Island, it is located here. Now, friends, first of all, both of the islands are part of the Sundarbans into the state of West Bengal. Guys, a part of Sundarban is also shared with the Bangladesh and Sundarbans also happens to be the biosphere reserve. Now, recently Cyclone Bulbul made a landfall into the Saigar Island, due to which a lot of damage was done here. Moreover, a group of tourists were also stranded on the Kalash Island, which is near to the Sagar Island, when the cyclone came here. Now, guys, Sundarbans is the largest mangrove into the world, and Sagar Island is a very prominent island into the Sundarbans. Now, though it is a part of Sundarban, but it does not have any population of the tiger or the mangrove forest. Please remember this thing, it is very a peculiar kind of thing. Moreover, guys, Sagar Island is also famous for the Ganga Sagar or Sagar Dweep, which is a important pilgrimage site. Now, near the Sagar Island, there is one more group of island, that is Kalash Island. And guys, Kalash Island is a part of Sundarban National Park, guys, not core area, but it lies along with the buffer boundaries. And one more reason the Kalash Island was in news, because here a huge nesting site of olive ridley turtles was found. Guys, olive ridley turtles have been given the status of vulnerable onto the IUCN red list, and they are among the most abundant kind of turtles into the world. Now, if we see the map of the Sundarbans, we can find that here there is Ganga Sagar, which is the part of Sundarban, but there are no mangroves. Then here you can find there is a Kalash Island, and it was into the news because of the nesting of olive ridley turtle. So, guys, you can see here, and now you can also see that here it is located onto the estuary, which is made by a river Matla. So, guys, please remember all these locations and things for your exam. Now we'll move to the next entry. Now, friends, Corbett Tiger Reserve into Uttarakhand was in news because recently government has decided that Great Indian One Horn Rhino will be reintroduced into the Corbett Tiger Reserve, as it will promote the ecological diversity into the region. Now, guys, when we talk about Corbett Tiger Reserve, it was one of the earliest tiger reserve, and into the first phase when the project Tiger was launched in 1973, it was made. So it is one of the first tiger reserve of the country. Now, first of all, guys, this entire protected region in Uttarakhand contains three things. It contains the Jim Corbett National Park, Corbett Tiger Reserve, and Sonavadi Wildlife Sanctuary. Now, guys, first of all, the biggest is the Corbett Tiger Reserve, and within the Corbett Tiger Reserve, there is the Jim Corbett National Park as well as Sonavadi Wildlife Sanctuary. So, Corbett Tiger Reserve is the biggest range. Guys, now if we see the boundaries, you can see that this entire dotted region, it is the boundary of the Corbett Tiger Reserve. And here inside this particular thing, this light green color is the Jim Corbett National Park, and this dark green color is the Sonavadi Wildlife Sanctuary. So please keep this thing into your mind. Tiger Reserve can also be bigger than the national park. And in between this entire protected region, one river it is going, and this river is the Ram Ganga, which is the tributary of the Ganga River. Now, guys, Sahibganj in Jharkhand was in news. Why? Friends, India has a very less capacity of the waterways, and in order to ease the burden on the railways as well as on the highways, we are running an ambitious project of Jal Marg Vikas, under which national waterways will be developed. And guys, India's national waterway number one is made on the Ganga River, which goes from Prayagraj to Haldia. Now, what has happened? In the Sahibganj, India's second riverine multimodal terminal has been built. Guys, first was built on Varanasi on the Ganga River, and the second has been built on the Sahibganj, which is again onto the Ganga River. So, guys, it is an ambitious thing under the Jal Marg Vikas project, as I have told you. Guys, due to this particular thing, the industries in Jharkhand and Bihar will be able to open up to the global markets and will be having a great advantage. Now, friends, if we see the location of Sahibganj, it is located here, and it is a very strategic position. Why? Because Ganga River lies into the north of Sahibganj, Raj Mahal Hills rise into the south, West Bengal is on the east, and one of the oldest university, that is Vikramshila, is towards the western side into the region of Bihar. And guys, Sahibganj is also the only district into the Jharkhand through which the river Ganga passes. So these are important things, can help you a lot directly or indirectly into the mapping questions. So guys, this was all about today's entries. I hope you are liking my coverage. Guys, just one request, please like our videos. If you are liking our appreciate, please subscribe to channel and please spread this initiative. Thank you so much.